I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm a little late with this, but it is what it is. It's still breaking news in my book. It's the WC with World Championship breaking news. DeSean Jackson signs with the Washington Redskins now. You know, I'm a Redskins fan, as I said in my previous video dealing with DeSean Jackson. And, you know, him coming to my team, I don't think I have a problem with it. I don't think I have too much of a problem with it because of the fact that this offense with Garcon and Al Morris and a healthy RG3 and a brand new head coach that has an offensive mind, this offense should be explosive. They should look like, you know, the Broncos of last year, just quicker, just faster, just stronger. They should look like that offense going into this year. All right, that's what my expectations are with them adding a guy like, you know, like Jackson into the fold. But this video is not necessarily about the Redskins picking up, you know, Jackson. Not completely about it. Now, Richard Sherman did an article about DeSean Jackson, and you know, he basically gave him the okay. I mean, in the article that you'll see, I'll try to link it down below. If I don't, then you know I'll get something a little bit close to what the article is. But in the article, he basically wonders why he was cut. Jackson was cut, and Riley Cooper was kept. Now, you know, if you've seen my video, which went, you know, somewhat viral, about Riley Cooper calling, you know, a whole bunch of black people at a Kenny Chesney concert. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I'm no offense to anybody that's black that listens to Kenny Chesney or anything like that, but come on, man. Like, I mean, how many black people really were at that concert? I don't know, but you know, maybe a couple security guards. I don't know. But Riley Cooper just went straight off, man. You know, racial tirade and all this other stuff. This guy was not released. Maybe he was fined, but he was not released, you know, or any of that stuff. And I'm looking at this whole situation like, is there a double standard when it comes to the handling that, you know, the Philadelphia Eagles have handled this whole situation? And in the back of my mind, when you look at Richard Sherman's point of view in this article, I'll try to link it down below. He brings up the point, and many people have brought this to my attention. They're like, man, you got to do some type of video response on this. And I was like, look, you know, I don't want to say it too loudly because, like, you know, like I said, I don't want to, you know, start yelling and cursing and stuff because that's not a good look for me. But what I will say is that, you know, Riley Cooper should have been released. He should have been taken off the team, but none of that stuff happened. And, you know, this was caught on videotape. What Riley Cooper did was caught on videotape. Anything that, you know, DeSean Jackson has done, you know, as far as like gang affiliation, has not been caught on tape. You haven't seen this guy with a, you know, with a Desert Eagle, you know, shooting up, you know, a hole in the wall nightclub. You have not seen this guy pistol whip somebody over $500 shoes. You have not seen this guy, you know, saying, you know, hold up a whole bunch of people over a debt or anything, or beef or anything. You haven't seen any of these things from out of people that you usually associate with gang, you know, affiliation. So if you haven't seen any visual proof besides maybe besides a couple gang signs during a football game, okay, whatever, man. I mean, come on, man. John Cena puts up gang signs every time he goes into the ring, and nobody says anything about that. So, you know, come on, man. Does that mean that he's a part of the gang too? I mean, I hate to put it, you know, put up professional wrestling, but come on, man. The OK sign, the three, you know, the three fingers, the six fingers. Come on, man. That's gang sign affiliation right there. Nobody says anything about that. Nobody's seen him with a gang. Nobody says anything about that. But it's just so funny. Like, you know, when I really think about this, you know, does DeSean Jackson have somewhat of a dark cloud over his head with Philly just letting this guy go from out of nowhere? Of course. I mean, you'd be crazy if you don't, you know, think that Philly had good reason. I think that they did have good reason for letting him go. But at the end of the day, here's what it is. All right. the guy has not been caught with anybody, you know, that I mean, well, let's just say it like this. Let me say it a different way. He might be affiliated with some people that are in gangs, and he might like that lifestyle. But at the end of the day, it's like, it's either you are or you ain't. And I don't think that this guy is stupid enough, all right, to ruin his football career over some, gang beef. I don't think that he's that dumb. All right. Obviously, he's smart enough to get, a contract from out of the Redskins. And like my own criticism of my own team. Let me say this real quick. My team has been hell bent on being the off-season champions for the longest time. All right. Clearly, this is the biggest signing of the off-season. Clearly, he's the biggest game changer that was in the free agent market. He just suddenly appeared, and he didn't last long. So, the Skins basically off-season champs again. All right. But what it comes down to, all right, with the double standards, with Riley Cooper, yelling out the N-word, and then DeSean Jackson's alleged, gang affiliations hasn't been proved. A couple gang signs here and there, and a couple pictures on the field. I mean, if that's all they have to go on, then I don't know. I mean, this is going to come back to bite the Eagles in the butt, man. 2 times a year they have to face this guy and this offense, who's on the level right now. Just by them adding this guy, they're on the level of the Broncos right now. They're on the level of the high-powered offenses in the league, whether you like it or not. That's what it is. And people are going to be afraid to play the Redskins. They don't know how to game plan for these guys. But, once again, Richard Sherman, the scholar that this guy is, brings up interesting points, just like he brought up points about the N-word being banned in the NFL. Why not ban all cuss words? Then everybody be getting penalized all game. But it's the WC. I wanted to do this video real quick, not speak too long on it. But I am kind of skeptical of this double standard going on, because I don't like I plain and simple don't like Riley Cooper. I just don't. I don't like him after his whole tirade, and I don't think that anybody that's of African Americans consent should like him. Even Philly fans, even y'all Philly fans, and it does raise a concern. Down the line, can DeSean Jackson turn a corner? Because like I said in my other video, it's alleged, but I'm just going to assume that it's true. But I'm hoping that it's not true, because he's on my team now. So let me know what y'all think about this. I'm going to try to link the Richard Sherman article down below. I'll see you guys next time with some more breaking news. And hit my music.